Welcome, people. Welcome to another episode on the Zidane Matthews Show. Yeah, remember, like, subscribe, share the video. Yeah, share the content, people. Comment in the comment section. I want to know what your thoughts are. Yes, people. Yes, so Whisper now get called for the Jamaica team, people. Whisper has not been called for the Jamaica national senior team. Whisper is a part of some players that the new coach, the Icelandic former coach, the former coach of the Iceland team, Mr. Hallgrimsson, he has called up some players, some from the Premier League and a couple of players who were outstanding during the just concluded schoolboy football season to train. So they have called to a training camp. There are no games. So they have not been called to the Jamaica national senior team. So there is no national call-up for Whisper. I don't know why I'm seeing so many headlines and a lot of persons calling me and saying, who know me as Chris? Say Chris. Who know me as Zidane? Say Zidane. Whisper your ball, I get called. Because you know I've done a lot of video highlighting the technical abilities of Whisper. Fantastic schoolboy football player. The best I've seen in the last decade. Without a doubt. I'm just setting the record straight. It's not a national call-up, people. Because not everybody is into sport. They like sports and they watch the games and they love the game, but they don't know the intricacies of what is going on. So they might believe that there's a game coming up and Whisper is a part of a squad that will feature in a game for the Jamaica. So Whisper not really has been called up for the national team. The national coach has called some player to have some training session to look at these players. That's what it's about. It's not a call, really. Yeah. But let's just say officially Whisper was named the MVP of the Manning Cup and he was named the MVP of the Champions Cup. The CC captain was named the MVP of the Da Costa Cup. So overall, based on that, so you have the three major competitions, Manning Cup, Da Costa Cup, and the Champions Cup. Whisper was MVP of two. So overall, basically, the thing is, Whisper was the MVP of the entire schoolboy football season. Christopher Hull wasn't even the MVP of the Da Costa Cup. I made a video when some people who are masquerading as football analysts were lying to the people that Christopher Hull was schoolboy football MVP. That was nonsense. And the people who were in charge of adjudicating in terms of who is MVP got it dead right. Dead right. No two ways about it. So big up Whisper and congratulations. As again, the sky's the limit for this player. Keep the confidence going. Be very humble because you don't want to be too excited and too hyped up about yourself. And you don't achieve the ultimate yet. Nothing is wrong with being hyped. But when you reach the ultimate, because you might be hype and thinking you arrive and you don't work as hard. And I understand that Whisper work very hard on his game. Very, very hard in training. So sometimes people see Whisper walking around on the field for Kingston College. Whisper does believe that, listen, this is not where I want to be. In terms of, yes, you want to play, and yes, you want to do well in Manning Cup. But you don't want to give 100% here. You pull something and it hurts your chances of getting to the highest level. So he was doing what he knew he can do easily, but he never needed to push himself 100%. So he's a hard worker, people. Whisper was one-footed when he just got to Phoenix. So he works very hard in training to develop his game. So don't watch. A lot of time people criticize him for not working too hard to get the ball for Kingston College. But he's a hard worker. So we need to continue the hard work. And the sky will be the limit. All right. So next topic, people. Next topic. So Lenny Hyde was fired now as the coach of the Chapelton Maroon team that just came up to the Premier League. And the team was not doing very, very well. They are not in the relegation zone because you have two teams beneath them in the standings. So, but they are third from bottom. So two bad results and the other team does what they need to do. Probably they are in the relegation zone. But if you consider the situation surrounding this team, you might say, listen, they are doing well not to be in the relegation zone. shortage of players right throughout the season for the most part. A lot of games with 13, 14 players only. Not a lot of change where other teams can get 5 changes. It's tough at this level. So you can look at it like that and say he never needed to lose his job. But guess what happened, people? Guess what happened? Lenny Hyde was the coach of the All-Manning All-Dackers Cup game that happened recently. A lot of Lenny Hyde players from Clarendon College was obviously a part of the team. It was a fantastic team and a lot of good players. These same players are the ones that Lenny Hyde uses to play for him at Chapeltown, the Premier League team. Now, Lenny Hyde had a game with the All-Manning and All-Dackers Cup. He was a coach on Saturday, and he played these boys. And then these boys was now utilized in the Premier League game on Sunday. Second half, them dead. So you know you are short. You have shortage of players because them say the rule catch them where you cannot use more than 5 amateur players. And a lot of the players who brought him up played for CC, and now they say they weren't aware of the rule. I don't know how you're not aware of the rule. That tells you how eligible players are and how you get players to be eligible to play for you. I don't understand that. That is the first thing you look at if you come to the Premier League. Players play. So you need to know what are the rules regarding eligibility of players. So I don't know how they missed that one. But anyways, it is what it is right now. So you play the players. So I'm paying you to coach Chapeltown Maroons. Yet, you must know as a coach, Lenny Hyde, that you can't have players playing on Saturday and then expect them to be at their very best on Sunday in the hot sun against Obelaya. Whether the sun is hot or not, but if the sun hot, it make it even worse, people. So if I'm the owner of the Chapeltown Maroons now, as the owner, people are cussed. I don't know why you're cussed for. The man, they must vex. They must upset. If me are the owner of the Chapeltown Maroon, me care about Chapeltown Maroon only. Me hire Lenny Hyde to help Chapeltown Maroon to do well. Now if Lenny Hyde is also the coach of these boys at Clarendon College. He must have some influence over these youngsters because he is their coach and their mentor at Clarendon College. So if Lenny Hyde, so people might argue that Lenny Hyde can't tell the players them what to do because they have not signed any contract with Chapeltown Maroon, so they are not professionals. They are amateurs. So they are not contractually obligated to do anything the Chapeltown Maroons say in terms of what they can do outside of playing for the Chapeltown Maroons team. But they are saying Lenny Hyde must have some influence. How you play them? I have a big game for us. It means you were willing to compromise the game that they had with the Chapeltown Maroon the following day against Umberlion. And we are paying you to do well with us. So I understand from the owner's perspective, them vex. Is that Lenny Hyde should have tell Issa, say, listen, Issa, I can't be the coach of this game. Then the owners of Chapeltown Maroons could not say anything to Lenny Hyde. Because Lenny Hyde could then say, listen, I advise the players not to take part in the game because they have a game on Sunday. Now, when you are the coach now of the All-Manning, of the All-Dackers Cup team, he was the coach of the All-Dackers team, then you could decide not to play the players. You could bench the players. You could give them 5 minutes. So Lenny Hyde has to take some licks for that, my boss. Lenny Hyde has to take some licks for that. Lenny Hyde should have been smart. Lenny Hyde didn't get paid. Lenny Hyde doesn't need a little one, even if he get a 10 grand for the one game. Lenny Hyde don't need that. I'm a big coach on a CC and a big coach up at Chapeltown. So Lenny Hyde should not have accepted that job to coach the All-Dackers Cup team and put himself in that position. And Lenny Hyde said he was very upset when he got the call that he has been relieved of his duties. Lenny Hyde, you're struggling badly. You should have thought out taking up that responsibility to coach that All-Manning Cup team. And you have to understand, people, if you're objective from the Chapeltown Maroon perspective, why they were upset with Lenny Hyde. All right, that's just my views, people, still. Tell me what you think. Remember, subscribe to the channel, share the content, like the video.